welcome to first ever kitchen yoga. Yes, that's what we're calling it. Fee and I were trying to figure out where I should film these videos, and if you do not know, when we moved back to KC we had to downsize, and so it's been a treat, but I think this is what we landed on, so kitchen yoga it is. So for our first yoga, I was going to say episode, but for our first yoga video, we're going to do a Vinyasa flow. I feel like that is what you are waiting for. You're ready to move your body, maybe sweat a little bit, just kind of build in that internal heat and feel like not only did you get a workout in for the day, but definitely a work in. I will not be playing any music. Yes, I am a big music fan, but I do not want to mess with any copyright issues. And then that way, if you want to play your own music, you can play your music in the background. We are going to get started laying all the way back to the mat. So go ahead and get comfortable. Props wise, you will not need anything. If you do like to practice with blocks or a strap, go ahead and have those out. But if you are just ready to hop onto the mat, like me, then all you need is your body and your mat. Go ahead and release all the way back and start with the arms reaching up and over the head. So in this full body stretch. And just beginning to notice your breath. Notice the rise and fall of the belly and also of the chest. And if it feels good, you can start to rock your head from side to side, massaging through the cervical spine. Good. And then go ahead and tee out the arms. You're going to sweep the arms up to the sky and start to drop the right elbow in front of the left. And you're going to give yourself a nice big hug. Stay right here, just knowing that throughout this practice, our intention for today, for this class, is going to be focusing on the heart and focusing on accepting where we are in the world, in our lives, and on the mat. Go ahead and inhale, reach the arms back out to the sky, and then you're going to drop the left elbow in front of the right. So you're trying to reach the elbows up to the ceiling as you start to retract the shoulders down the spine. Good. And as you begin to release, just tee out the arms. Take another really big inhale, fill up. Exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. Good. Begin to hug the right knee into the chest. You're going to pause right here, adding some ankle circles with the right ankle and switching the direction of the circle. And even starting to tap into some knee and hip circles as well. So you can make them as big or as little as you would like, knowing that we are just waking up the body, welcoming the body to this practice. Go ahead and give yourself another full body stretch. Reach the arms and the right leg long. And then inhale, start to hug the left knee into the chest. As you pause here, adding the ankle circles, switching the direction of the circle, and start to tap into your knee and hip circles. Good. And then begin to hug both knees into the chest. You can rock from side to side. Maybe even start to rock up and down. And we'll begin to make our way into a seated position at the top of your mat. So grounding in through the hips. You can have whatever foot in front that you would like. And so starting to close down the eyes, stacking the shoulders over the hips. And then sealing the lips, excuse me, sealing the lips together. Perhaps even taking the hands to the belly, or even one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and start to feel the pulsating of the breath. As we move throughout this practice, always staying connected into the breath and always coming back to our intention, being heart-led, keeping the heart open. We are removing ourselves from fear, from doubt, from worry. And then slowly begin to breathe the hands back down to the knees. Blink, open the eyes. We're going to inhale, tee out the arms, sweep them all the way up, gaze up towards the hands, and then exhale, close the hands into heart center. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, breathe it through. On this next one, inhale, sweep the arms up. Allow the right arm to fall to the side as you sway over. And even allow the elbow to reach down if your range of motion allows. Start to play with your gaze. You can look up, maybe look down. Good. Inhale, come back up through to the center. Exhale, start to take it to the other side. And inhale, center reach. Exhale, sweep the hands through to the heart, and then start to find a forward fold, long in front, softening the gaze, relaxing the chest. And as you inhale, begin to make your way back up to the neutral spine. So you will switch whatever foot you have in front to the opposite foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, close the hands into heart center. Good. We'll take that again. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, take it through. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, start to bring the left hand to the knee as you twist to the side. Good. So even here, as we're still warming up, you're going to inhale, elongate through the spine. Exhale, just a very gentle twist through the torso. Keep the shoulders relaxed down. And as you inhale, unwind back through to the center. Reach the arms back up. And exhale, take it to the other side. This backhand is serving us as a kickstand. We're not dumping into the hand or to the shoulder. Elongate and twist. Good. One more inhale. And exhale as you unwind. Go ahead and find another forward fold. Long in front of you. Soften the gaze. Relax the elbows. Stay right there for a few more breaths. And then we're going to start to make our way into tabletop position. So once you're ready, start to ground down into all fours. Palms will be grounded to the mat as well as the knees. Give yourself a nice space. Make sure the knees are about hip distance apart. Inhale, start to drop the belly. Take the crown of the head, the tailbone up high for cow. Exhale, curl through, tuck the chin into the chest for cat. Inhale, switch cow. And exhale, curl through for cat. Now starting to move on your own through these cat and cows. If you want to move slower, please do. If you want to move quicker, honor that for yourself too. Always inviting your own organic movement here. If you like to sway the hips side to side or even stretch through the wrist, you can bring the fingers back, maybe lift the palms up. Start to tap into the body. What body are we working with today? Good, we'll take 2 more cycles. And then as you begin to come back to the neutral spine, go ahead and lengthen the right toes back. And then let the left toes meet the right. We'll come to the top of a push-up plank position. So just hold here. Even shift the weight around from palm to palm. Shift forward and back. Start to get very cozy and comfortable with this plank position. If top of a push-up is too much for you or not in your practice today, always allow for kneeling plank as well. We'll take 1 more inhale, fill up together. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. And begin to release the toenails down to the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the gaze, cobra. And exhale, begin to soften. Inhale, you're gonna lift up and start to gaze over your right shoulder. Slowly begin to unwind and exhale, release back down. Inhale, we'll lift back up and start to gaze over the other shoulder. As you unwind and exhale, begin to lower. Begin to tuck the toes, front of the legs, use the core. Inhale pushes you back up through the plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So start to play with your dog. This is probably your first down dog of the day, of the week, maybe ever. Begin to bend your knees. You can shake the head no and nod the head yes. Good. And then as you begin to gaze up to the hands, let's tiptoe the feet up for our first forward fold. So we're bringing the hands, or we're bringing the feet close to the hands, and then allow yourself to hang heavy. An option for you today is to bring the hands back behind the calves and release forward. Good. Bring the hands through to the front of the leg line. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, begin to refold. Inhale, you're going to tee out the arms, chin up first. You're going to come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up high. Then exhale, close the hands into heart center. Good. Inhale, reopen the arms. And then you're going to start to twist to your right. So you're going to breathe the left arm forward and the right arm back. Good. Inhale, sweep back up to center. Both arms reach up. Exhale, start to twist to your left. Good. Inhale, come through to the center. You're going to exhale, cactus out the elbows, and just send the heart forward. Perhaps the gaze will reach up. Just a little shift of the hips. Nothing too crazy just yet. Inhale, come back up through to the center. Exhale, forward fold, down and over the toes. You're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, refold, plant the hands, step back to your plank position. So once again, it's either top of a push-up or kneeling plank. Take your inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, yogi's choice, so we're halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, open up through the heart, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths right here. Inhale, gazing up to the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. And choose if you want to step or float the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, begin to fold. Inhale, sweep it on up. Come all the way up to standing. Exhale, right away, twist over to your right. Fan out the arms. Inhale, come back through to the center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, center reach. Exhale, slight back bend. Maybe this time you want to bring the hands back to the low back. Send the hips forward and find more of an extension. Inhale, come back up to standing. Exhale, forward fold, down and over the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high to low push-up. Exhale, breath lowers you. Inhale, lift up for your heart opener. And exhale, we'll meet back, downward facing dog. As you take 3 breaths in this down dog, knowing that if you are not feeling all of the flows today, you always have an option to ditch them and come straight back to down dog. Or you can even do some cat-cows, and then we'll sync up together in downward facing dog. Begin to gaze up to the hands, bend the knees, step or float the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna repeat this one more time. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, begin to tee out, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Your slight back bend, cactus out the arms, bring the hands back behind you. You even have the option to bring the hands to the thighs or to the hamstrings. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, forward fold, reach it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your journey back to down dog. Flow or not. Exhale's the lower. Inhale, open. And exhale, down, down. 3 breaths. Good. So start to bring the toes a little bit closer together. Maybe the big toes will touch. Inhale, you're going to sweep the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and stack the hip. You want to send the chest back. Keep the hands or the weight even in between the hands. You can circle out the ankle, circle out the knee and the hip. Good. Inhale, start to re-square the hip, lengthen the leg. Exhale, you're going to take knee into nose, curl through. Inhale, lengthen, kick back. Exhale, knee into nose, curl through. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, knee into nose. Set the right foot down. Good. It's a little bit of a flossing action here. Keep the hands grounded. You're going to inhale, dip the left hip, open the heart. Exhale, straighten the right leg and fold. Inhale, dip. Exhale, straighten and bow. Good. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale. As you begin to bend into your right knee, keep that left heel lifted. You're going to plant the left hand down to the earth and begin to twist. Breathe the right arm up to the sky. Good. Take one more inhale. You're going to exhale, sweep the chest up, come all the way up to high crescent. See where you can lunge into that right knee just a little bit more. Take one more inhale. Exhale, tee out, open up for warrior 2. From bending into the right knee, gazing over the right hand. Now begin to interlace the hands behind the back. So this is kind of like a humble warrior, but we're in a warrior 2 stance. So when you fold, I want you to fold towards your diagonal. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the heart. Exhale, send the hips back, dive forward, keep reaching the arms up and soften the gaze. Good, take one more inhale. Exhale, you're going to reach the hands down and reach them forward. So stay at this diagonal, but just really ground down the hands through to the earth. Good. Inhale, begin to walk yourself back to the top of the mat, lizard's pose. You're going to keep the hands inside of the right leg and heel click the right foot out and up towards the top of the mat. So feel free, you can stay right here. Some love to lower down onto the knee. Maybe you want to make your way down onto your elbows. Just keep breathing. Good. If you are on the elbows, go ahead and come back up to the hands. All right, a little more core engagement here. Start to tuck the left toes, lengthen the left leg. So you are engaging. Think of a very slight cat back here. You're going to take the right knee onto the right tricep. So you're shifting the weight forward, you're engaging, the core is saying hello, and you're bringing that foot up. Good, just hold here, and then kick the right leg up and back, and move through the vinyasa. We'll meet back and down dog. Inhale, open. Oh, I got a good back crack. And then take the hips up and back. All right, inhale, begin to breathe the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Start to add some ankle circles, knee and hip rolls. Good, inhale. Begin to re-lengthen the left leg straight. Exhale, knee into the nose, curl it through. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Take one more, inhale. Exhale, curl, set the left foot down. And we're gonna find those little dips, those deep lunges, and then the fold. Inhale, focus on the heart opening. Exhale, straighten and bow. Good, again, inhale. And exhale. One more, in and out. All right, inhale. Begin to bend into the left knee again. Plant the right hand down. You're gonna start to twist to your left as you breathe the left arm up. So try to find the stacking of the shoulders here. One long line. Take an inhale. You're gonna exhale, release, and then inhale, lift up for high crescent. That right heel is still lifted. Take one more inhale. Exhale, tee out, warrior two, bending into your left knee. Begin to interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back as you dive forward, bring the arms up and over. Good. Softly release the hands. Keep reaching towards the diagonal. Ground in through the palms as you send the weight back. All right, and then inhale. Slowly start to make your way back to the top of the mat. Heel click that left foot out. Both arms stay inside of the left leg as you work into your lizard posture. If you're on the elbows, start to make your way back up to the hands. Tuck the right toes, lengthen that right leg. All right, so you're trying to marry the left knee to the left tricep. Shift the weight forward, lift the left heel up. Good, try again, inhale, shift. Kick the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and begin to move through the flow. And then we'll start to meet back in downward facing dog. And then begin to walk the hands back to the mat, meeting towards the feet. Setting up for our chair pose, beginning to bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, and sweep the arms up. So in this chair, you want to be able to see all 10 toes. Make sure the knees are shifted back, wiggle the toes. Take another inhale, exhale, breathe the hands through to heart center. Inhale, lift up. You're going to start to twist to your right. Bring the left elbow over and open up. Inhale, come back through to the center. Exhale, twist left. So this elbow can hook over, or you can keep the chest lifted and still twist to the side. Inhale, you're going to come back to the center, reach the chest, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, your journey back to down dog. So you can walk straight out into plank and find your lower, or you might be in down dog already. All right, my friends, so we're gonna repeat that flow again, this time 1 breath per movement. Inhale, breathe the right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Maybe you wanna flip the dog, bring the right foot back, send the hips, reach the right arm up. Inhale, come back through to 3-legged. Exhale, sweep the right foot in between the hands. Inhale, dip the hip, open the heart. Exhale, straighten and bow. Right away, inhale, lunge into the right knee. Plant the left hand, twist the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, lift up for high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders, open the heart. Exhale, find the fold. Take another inhale. Exhale, reach the hands towards the diagonal. Inhale, walk your way to a lizard's posture. Take 1 inhale here. Engage the core, find that little hovering with the right foot. Lengthen the right leg back and move through the flow. Inhale, begin to breathe the left leg up. Bend the knees, stack. Maybe flip your dog. Take 1 big inhale here. Exhale, come through to 3-legged. Sweep the left foot through in between the hands. Inhale, dip the hip. Exhale, straighten and bow. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Plant the right hand, twist open to the left. Inhale, sweep it on up, high crescent. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back, open the heart. And exhale, fold forward. Exhale, release the hands long to the diagonal. Inhale, walk yourself out to lizards. So take 1 breath here. Ground down through the palms, lift that left foot up, connect the knee. Inhale, lengthen the left leg and move through the flow. Good, right away. Walk the hands back to the feet. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center, lift the chest, lift the arms. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, your journey back to downward facing dog. And then go ahead, come down for a child's pose. Yogi's choice here, you can do knees together or you can do knees out wide. Send the hips back, reach the fingers, and soften the chest. So in this child's pose, I want you to take a few breaths of coming back into this space, coming back into your body, and coming back into your intention. And when you're ready, begin to seal the lips together again. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose and start to meet back in downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, begin to breathe the right leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. If you like your flip dog, go ahead and find the flip dog. Now, focusing here, you're going to engage the core, ground down through the left hand. You're going to breathe the right knee all the way to the right elbow and then set the right foot down, setting up for high crescent. It's always awkward on the first side, so go easy on yourself. Inhale, lift up for high crescent. Finding our lightning bolt, you're gonna inhale and then exhale, hover, bring the hands back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hover. Good, inhale and exhale. We're gonna start to lift off for warrior 3, shifting the weight, breathing the left leg up and squaring the left hip down. Good, maybe keep balancing. Good, inhale, come all the way up to standing. You're gonna breathe the right hand to the knee, and then you can breathe the left hand to the hip or tee the left arm out as you start to twist open to your left. Good, inhale, come back through to the center. Exhale, step back with the left toes, breathe up for high crescent, and exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the right palm up. Reverse the warrior. Take the right arm up and back. Keep lunging into the right knee. As you take one more inhale, exhale, side angle pose. Bring the right elbow down, or you can start to work the right hand down, but we're opening the torso as you breathe the left arm up and over the left ear. Gazing down towards the right toe, you're going to circle the left arm down and around. Start to open out the left toes, and we're going to side lunge it out. So bending into the left knee, sink the hips. Maybe the hands will come to the heart. Now start to switch, bending into the right knee. And then we'll start to meet in the center. Plant the hands, toes are gonna come in, heels will come out, and you're gonna start to find a wide forward fold, relaxing, allowing the head to hang heavy. Feel free if you wanna sway from side to side here, tapping into the hip space. Inhale, begin to walk the hands out in front of you, halfway lift. Exhale, you're gonna meet back towards the top of the mat. All right, keep that left hand grounded. Breathe the right arm up to the sky. And then start to soften the left knee down. We're gonna find a nice quad stretch. I don't know if it's nice, but we're gonna try to find it. Bring the right hand to the left foot. Keep breathing the hips, relax the shoulders. Take one more inhale, exhale, release. Make your way back through to downward facing dog. Good, inhale. Begin to breathe the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip, and flip your dog. Inhale, send the hips, focus the heart is reaching up. Now, ground out through the right hand, shift the weight towards the right foot. Start to plug the left knee into the elbow and sweep that left foot through for high crescent. Inhale, lift it up. Good. Take your inhale. Exhale, lightning bolt. Hover forward, sweep the arms back. 2 more. One more. Good, inhale, come up. We're gonna find that warrior 3. Shift the weight forward, really light on the right toes. Breathe the right leg up and back. Dial the right hip down. Inhale, come up to standing. Plug the right knee into the chest. Left hand to the knee, right hand to the hip. Start to twist right or breathe the right arm back. Good, inhale, come through to the center. Take the right leg back, high crescent. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the left palm up, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. That left elbow comes down or reach the left hand down. Extended side angle, breathing the right arm up and over. Take one more inhale. You're going to exhale, circle the right hand down. Let it walk you to bend into your right knee, side lunge. Good. Begin to switch and bend into your left knee, side lunge here. Remembering hands can come to the heart. And then beginning to make your way back through to the top of the mat. Plant the right hand down. Breathe the left arm up. Softly lower the right knee to the earth. Sweep the left hand back to grab onto the foot. So if you can see it from this view, we're trying to dip the hips and reach the heel to the glute. Keyword is try. Take your inhale, slowly release. We'll meet back through to down dog. All right, so collect a few breaths here if you want to grab a quick drink. I don't know how sweaty you are. Maybe wipe off some sweat, but we're going to move through this flow one more time. It's going to be a one breath per movement flow, and I'm going to kind of add some postures where we can play a little bit more. So this is the point in our practice where it's considered playtime. The body knows what it's doing. It's the mind, the ego, that's saying, how much longer of this? Why did I sign up for this? I don't want to do this. I'm scared. So just try to quiet the monkey mind, tap into your breath, and keep coming back to your intention. We are moving with the heart, moving within the body to get out of the body. And when you're ready, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, breathe the right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip, flip your dog. Inhale, send the hips up. Exhale, knee to elbow, curl, set up for high crescent. Inhale, reach up. Just one of these. Exhale, lightning bolt. Now stay down. Warrior three. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plug knee into the chest. Start to twist to your left. One big inhale. Exhale, come back through to high crescent. Inhale, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, circle the top arm down and around, lunge into your left knee. Inhale, switch, lunge into your right knee. Inhale, find that wide forward fold. This time, if you like to play with headstand, we're going to take a few extra breaths here. So making sure in this tripod headstand that you are making a tripod. Head is down and you can see your 10 fingers. You're stacking the joints here. Wherever you are, inhale, halfway lift, collect the breath. Exhale, go ahead and come through to the top of the mat. Inhale, breathe the right arm up, bend the left knee, and sweep the right hand back. And I think that's my phone that's ringing, so that's great. Hi, Fee. Say hello. Inhale, come through. All right, so here's another little detour. We're gonna work a fun arm balance here. So remember earlier in this flow, we were working with hooking that right leg to, or the right knee to the tricep. So we're gonna keep doing that. Shift the weight forward, bending the elbows. But now you wanna take the right hand around. Good. So this way, you're really hooking the knee to the elbow, and you're going to start to lengthen the right leg. It's flying crow. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, move through the flow. Open the heart. And exhale, come back to down dog. All right, one more side, my friends. Inhale, breathe the left leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Inhale, open. All right, plug left knee to left elbow. So feel the core. Slowly start to take the left foot down. Inhale, come up to high crescent. Exhale, lightning bolt. So forward fold, shift the weight, reach the right heel up. Inhale, come up to standing. Right knee plugs into the chest. Left hand to the knee. Right hand comes back. Inhale, come back through. Step it back. High crescent. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, side angle pose. Take one inhale. Exhale, circle the right arm down. Bend into your right knee, side lunge. Switch, begin to bend into the left knee, side lunge. That was a good pop. Make your way to the front of the mat, right hand down, breathe the left arm up, bend the right knee, sweep the left hand back. Good, inhale. All right, we're gonna play with the arm balance on this side. Bring the left hand down. So you wanna lengthen that right leg. So really dive underneath and replant the hand. So remember, I talked about marrying that knee to the upper arm towards the tricep and the deltoid. Shift the weight forward. Think chaturanga arms as you lengthen the left leg. Maybe breathe the right leg up. Make your way back to down dog. Take one big breath here. Exhale, sigh it out. Come down to hands and knees. Sit off to one side, and we'll meet in a seated forward fold. So start to lengthen your legs out straight. Give yourself a little bit of a shake. All right. Inhale, I want you to lift out of the hips. So create just a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So that way you can exhale, start to forward fold. Let the hands fall where they fall. I do not care if you're reaching for the toes or not. So while we begin to work into our yin deep stretching portion of the practice, just allowing the breath to settle. Allowing yourself to calm down that last cycle through. I don't know about you, but for me, I got very sweaty and toasty. And just knowing that wherever you are in your yoga practice is exactly where you're meant to be. So if there were some things that I threw at you today and you were like, what the F, Rose, that's totally fine. It's just the idea of playing, having this curious childlike mindset to just explore. I do not expect you to have any posture down because none of us really do have them nailed down. Keep softening, keep deepening, see where you can break into new territory, new space. And on your next inhale, begin to slowly roll up to the neutral spine. Good. So beginning, we're going to come into fire log pose. This one can be pretty intense for the hips. You're going to take, so first I'm going to give you a variation, and if you want to stay here, feel free. You're going to bring the right ankle over the left thigh, and you're trying to work the hip, especially the left hip, close to the left ankle. So if I show you, that would be the wrong side view, okay? So if I show you from this side, we're trying to work the hip close, so that way we can really tap into this right knee and hip space as we open the right hip and knee out. So if you are feeling all the sensations, all of the yumminess here, then stay right here. If you'd like to move a little bit further, you're gonna back out of it slightly and lower the left foot down. So what we're creating here is a stacking action. We want that fire log posture. Right ankle over the left, right knee over the left ankle. That makes sense? Kind of, I don't know. Take an inhale, then exhale, slowly begin to fold. I'm a big fan of hands-on touch, so I kind of take my hips and my legs and I just push down softly. And then maybe you can reach a point where you fold and you bring the hands out in front of you. For some reason, my body is feeling it today. Usually, I don't go this low. Inhale. If you are folded over, begin to walk yourself back up. And wherever you are, just begin to release. Take the feet mat distance apart, hands back behind you, and start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. So we'll start to take that on the other side. You're going to plant the right foot down, hook the left ankle over. So if you notice, I have to actually lift my hips and send them forward. Walk the hands as close as you can. You're still trying to keep a long spine here. All right, so after a few breaths here, if you want to play with fire log, just back out slightly. Take the right foot down. Left ankle stacks over the right knee. Good. Keep flexing through the toes. And then left knee stacks over the right ankle. All right, so you're probably noticing how different each side of the body is. Be gentle with yourself. Keep the breath. And as you inhale, beginning to come back up, go ahead and softly release the foot, release the legs, and start to windshield wiper again. All right, so we're going to start to take ourselves back down to the mat. I'm going to show you the side view. We're going to play with bridge pose, so keeping the heart theme going. We're going to finish out with our, if we consider it, our peak pose into bridge. So once you lie back, you want to have the feet close in towards the glutes and about hip distance apart. Now, take your elbows and plug the elbows down. So you're going to almost feel this lift already through the heart. And you can have your hands, fingers out like jazz hands, or you can have fists. Doesn't matter. Now what you're going to do is you're going to inhale, ground down, feel the shoulders, the triceps, the elbows, ground in, and on your next inhale, you're going to send the hips up. Keep that strength through the triceps. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Your biggest, deepest breaths yet. Three more. Take your next inhale, lift, 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 and slowly begin to release it down. You can windshield wiper the knees again. We're going to take this 2 more times. So if you kind of like that action of elbows down, lifting up for half bridge, please feel free to repeat it. I'll show you another variation here. Now, for those of you that do practice full wheel, full back bend, if you're ready for that, by all means, go ahead, get after it. So for the next variation, it's still half bridge. You want to ground down, inhale, roll up. Then start to reach the arms down. You can start to shimmy the shoulders and maybe interlace the hands. 5 breaths. And remember, if you're not loving this option, just release the hands, but keep the elbows reaching down. Take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper. All right. One more variation, my yogis. You get to choose. Rinse and repeat. Or if you are ready for full wheel, we'll play with full wheel. All right. So last 5 breaths, beginning to set up here. For full wheel, you're bringing the hands back or the fingers back towards the shoulders, elbows pointing up to the sky. So first and foremost, as you lift up, go ahead and bring the crown of the head down to the mat. Reground yourself and then inhale, send the hips up, and you want to send the chest through the arms. Go take one more inhale wherever you are. Slowly bring the head towards the chin, lower all the way down, and then you can begin to hug the knees in and rock from side to side. So before we completely round this practice out, we're going to rest in a Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclining butterfly. You're going to bring the feet together, knees are going to open and bring them down to the mat. One hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. Just allowing yourself to wind down, to let go of any lingering tension that you might have. And there's going to be complete awareness, complete concentration onto the breath. So I'm going to sync us up together. We're going to move through pranayama breath control. We're going to inhale for a count of 5 and pause, and then exhale for a count of 5 and pause. So together, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. So begin to move like that on your own. Inhaling for a count of 5 or maybe 6 or 7. And exhale for that same amount of time. As you begin to take one more inhale. On your exhale, begin to open the mouth side out, close the knees, and sweep the knees into the chest. We'll start to tee out the arms, or you can cactus goal pose. You're going to allow the knees to stack over the hips, or trying to find that straight angle, that 90-degree angle. Take an inhale, and then exhale, let your knees fall over to one side. Finishing out with this final spinal twist. You can bring the hand onto the thigh, maybe give yourself a little more of a push closer to the earth. And as you inhale, come back up through to the center, restack here, reset. Take your inhale and exhale, let the knees fall over to the other side. As you inhale, come back to the center. Squeeze the knees in one final time. Lift the head and the shoulders. Come into this really small, tight ball. And then exhale, full body stretch, reaching the arms up and over the head, then pointing the toes long. Take another inhale. And exhale, begin to breathe the hands down by the hips. Palms will face up. Allow the ankles and the legs to just naturally open out to the sides. We are in our final resting pose of Shavasana, complete stillness, complete surrender, allowing the breath to rest into the body and then the body to rest into the earth. I will wake you up. Stay here. And while you're resting here in the Shavasana, I'm going to offer you a quote for our heart theme for today, and definitely for the past few weeks and for the weeks moving forward. So it says, "You have been offered the gift of crisis. As Kathleen Norris reminds us, the Greek root of the word crisis is to shift. As in to shake out the excess and leave only what's important. That's what crises do. They shake things up until we are forced to hold on to only what matters most, and the rest falls away." And this is by Glennon Doyle. As you're resting here, just begin to breathe a little bit deeper. And trusting that you are safe, you are protected. And while things are shaking around you and around everyone, allow the things that are not for us to fall. To keep only what matters most. And knowing that you can always tap into your heart space. The heart knows. It's the mind that constantly questions and worries and overthinks. As you begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, to start to invite life back into the body. thanking yourself for showing up today, for allowing me to guide you through your practice. We are going to make it through this. And just take it one day at a time. You can stay here as long as you would like. If you are in a comfortable seated position, you'll just place the hands to heart center and bow the head to look within. Thank you so much for being here on the mat, sharing this time with me. Bow forward. Namaste.